What's up, Hey Nation? Welcome back to another Talking to the Fans episode 44. Before we get into this, I gotta give a huge shout out to Real. Go check out Real for quick, consistent sports scores. And yeah, let's get into this. I've been pretty excited for this episode for a long time. Me and Stephen over here have been talking for a long time about putting this together. But yeah, we're here with Stephen Knez. What is up, bro?
What's up, guys? What's up, Hayden?
What's
Glad to
up?
hop on, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I mean, it took a little bit to get this scheduled and all that, but we got it.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
So yeah, first question. I'm not gonna take too much time. First question I got is, I mean, obviously you just started playing for Dodgerfilms not too long ago. Like, as far as like being able to play for Dodgerfilms, like being able to get into it, like how did like you get into it? How were you able to start playing for them?
So I've known about Dodger films for a minute. Bobby Crosby, he's like an OG YouTube goat. But I actually got invited to an MLB event with the MLB Creator Cup, and I met my boy Austin Kletchka there. Met Gabe, and we kind of just kicked it off. Like I've known Gabe for a while, like online and stuff, but I also got invited that weekend to like my first like Dodger Films game. And then I decided to just have like a lot of fun and played super well. Like I made like a bunch of catches in a row or something. So everybody's like, "Oh man, this guy's really fast." I was like, "Oh, thank you guys." Like I'm just having fun, you know. And then I kept on getting invited back. Um, and it's a really amazing group of people, all walks of life too. Like I was surprised because like usually I'm playing with like college baseball players, right? Like a lot of these guys didn't even play like baseball in high school, and I was like, "Oh, no way!" Like, and so it's a really cool dynamic they have, and it's a really cool thing. And I look forward to going back every weekend.
Yeah, I bet like one of my personal dreams for all of Hayden Nation is to be able to play for Dodger Films. Hey, I mean, I'm gonna try and go out to California at some point, and maybe Austin or even you could hook me up if you're still playing for them.
Hey man, I'll do my best, but I'm still a new kid on the block,
Yeah,
so we'll see what I can do. But
yeah. New kid, not trying to put all the pressure because you literally just
for
joined
sure,
Dodger Films what, like a month ago.
yeah, I don't know if I have really any seniority yet, but I'll try and put in a good word in for you, my man.
All right. So I want to talk about Austin. I mean, you went to a Dodger game with Austin and some of the Dodger Films crew a long time ago. Or wait, about a month ago, I'm guessing you went to that Dodger game with Austin, Art.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, we actually went to an Angels game last night too.
Yeah, I was actually gonna dive into that because I saw your TikTok. I saw you went to go see Aaron Judge and Otani last night. So
Yeah, hit Aaron Judge hit his 51st, I think. And I was actually like grabbing some hot dogs too, so I wasn't even in my seat, but he hit it into the right field pavilion where I was supposed to be at. But it's always cool seeing like the goats of the game, man, like in person. Like Shohei is a beast, Judge is a beast, and they're going neck and neck for AL MVP this year. So
yeah, I fully agree with Otani and his pitching, and then you got Judge with the damage he's done this year, 51 home runs. It is August 31st, so technically it's not even September yet, and he's already done that.
yeah, that's nuts, man. And Aaron Judge is a special kind of ball player, and I honestly hope the Yankees re-sign him because that would be it'd be pretty sad if he walked. I don't even know what team he would go to. Maybe the Dodgers. That'd be nuts.
That would be nuts, honestly. Like with the Dodgers having Mookie already, Billy, I don't really know where his status is at this point right now, but you do got
Yeah,
Billy. I think he's gonna be an MVP type player again pretty soon here. He's just gotta find his groove. But Mookie, Freddie, Muncy, Trey Turner, a lot of great guys in
dude,
that
the
lineup.
Dodgers are stacked, man. And I'm from Los Angeles, born and raised from Burbank, and all of my friends have always been Dodger fans. But I grew up being a Cincinnati Reds fan because my dad was like a huge Big Red Machine fan with Pete Rose and Barry Larkin and stuff. Um, so it was always like when the Dodgers started to become good, the Reds were already kind of good, but then the Reds dropped off and the Dodgers catapulted. So it's like, oh man, like I guess I'm like kind of like a secondary Dodgers fan, you know, being from here, but it's always kind of hilarious. Just like, oh man, why are the Reds so bad and the Dodgers so good?
Yes. So also like for the next question I wanted to ask you is like about content creating. I mean, you got like 70K on YouTube, you got 157K on TikTok. Like, what was really your first analysis of like, I want to do this, I want to hop into this? Like, is there anyone who motivated you, or like, how did that come to be?
Yeah, so it all started kind of in high school, back 2017, my senior year. I just watched a lot of fitness YouTubers like David Lade and Steve Cook. They're like kind of OG like fitness guys, and I was like, you know what, these guys are awesome. Like, but like, why can't I do this? Let me pick up the camera. Nobody's doing it on YouTube, or nobody's doing it in the baseball world on YouTube. Um, and so I kind of just started vlogging my practices, vlogging my days. Luckily, like coaches and teammates like were receptive of it. They liked it. They liked seeing themselves in the vlog. It brought the team together, and then I brought it to college, and then just kept it going over these years. It's been kind of inconsistent because I've been focusing on being a baseball player in college first, but right now taking a step back, having a gap year, and going crazy on this content grind with TikTok as well. Started making skits like back like 2019 when TikTok kind of came out, and just been going full swing with it ever since.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. And since we're on like social media, I wanted to ask you about how did you get into TikTok? Because I know YouTube was like your first thing, but then TikTok blew up in 2020, obviously. So what kind of like got you into creating TikToks?
Yeah, man, TikTok, I got like double the following than YouTube, and YouTube is like my first love. So it's kind of like, oh man, okay, cool. But yeah, TikTok. Um, I just started like assessing like the platform, started like scrolling a lot, and I was like, you know what, what could I do like in my own like niche, right? Like in my own baseball niche, and then kind of discovered like what I did well and what performed well with like skits and like some transitions. Um, and then also putting some of my YouTube vlog clips on. They went viral a little bit. Um, got some success early on, and then just kept it going. And now, like I said, with this gap year, leaning into it a bunch, and now I have like a whole little schedule that I try and do, and try and like perform every day. And now I have some momentum, so just got to keep it up and see what I can get up to reach my fullest potential. You know.
Yeah, I feel you. Before we go any further, I do want to shout out your YouTube vlog where you explain your story because I thought that was pretty awesome to watch. I was literally eating dinner and
Thank you,
watched
man.
it. So
Dude, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it big time because like that whole entire like video, I kind of made that decision like before the summer started, but I really needed to just like sit back, have like a really good perspective, and figure out how am I going to say this, because I didn't want to say anything that I wanted to like regret with like some bad feelings towards some people. But I realized that whatever my emotions were towards anybody, I needed to like take a step back, look into myself, reflect, start praying to Jesus, and start figuring out like how am I going to move forward and how am I going to go back to the plan, and the foundation that I built for myself along these years. And then I kind of figured that out, and then the words kind of fell easy. So I'm glad you liked the video, man, because I worked hard on it and there was a lot of thought that went into it. And I'm glad the Valley Boys were very receptive over it. Um, and yeah, now I feel like I can generally move forward into like my content again. So yeah, thank you, bro.
yeah, no problem. But also, I was just gonna tell you guys got to go check that out. So
Yeah, go ahead, check it out on Stephen Knez YouTube channel for sure.
yeah, so since we were just talking about Valley Boys, I wanted to ask you about that. Like, how did that concept like start for you?
Yeah, so at some point, probably around like the 50,000 mark on YouTube, I decided that hey, maybe I should probably start doing some merch. I always had like a lot of haters along the way, just like here and there, just like friends being like weird and like fake and stuff. But then so it kind of reinforced my own beliefs on like working hard no matter how much they hate, no matter how much they doubt. And so I kind of just wanted to make a brand that reinforced my morals. And being from Los Angeles, being from the Valley, the San Fernando Valley, and also going to school at LA Valley College at the time, I was like, you know what? Let's go with Valley Boys. And kind of just paying homage to like where I'm from, and also tying into my morals, that the Valley Boys are the hardest workers in the room. We get after it when nobody's watching, when everybody's watching. And a lot of people resonated with it, and so it's been kind of a successful brand. And we're trying to venture out um, as soon as my content keeps on rolling out. So
Yeah,
uh, yeah, just super blessed that people like it. Gotta hook you up with the hat, bro.
huh?
I gotta hook you up with the hat.
Oh, you do, bro, for sure. Definitely. Send on
Yeah,
my
got
way.
you. Of course, man.
Yeah. So next question, we're kind of staying on you a little bit here. I mean, probably the last question, like on you, and then like we're gonna change shifts and then come back to parts of you later. But
For sure.
but yeah, I mean, you got to help Jackson Olsen get ready for the Bananas. I mean, what do you have to say for him and like his chance right now? And I know you want to play for the Bananas too. So like, what what for you like how do
Yeah,
you
man.
feel
Hey,
Jackson Olsen
super.
and
Yeah,
yourself?
super proud of that kid, man. Because he didn't know at some point, like when he started his TikTok career, he didn't know like what direction he should move in, whether it be baseball or like go straight comedy. And I urged him to keep on staying with baseball. And he's like, you know what, Steve, like I respect you, let's do it, bro. And then so he kept on going with baseball. Uh, he was at a spot to where he just finished at college, so he went full into TikTok. He got blessed with some MLB opportunities, made the most out of those, man, and actually dominated. And so it was awesome, just like looking from the sidelines, like watching him go. And he's been crushing it. And he's a really good ball player too. So he had an opportunity with the Savannah Bananas, and now he's been in Savannah for probably like a month or a month and a half now. He's been crushing it, man. Now they're on ESPN. He just did the little Greatest Showman dance, and yeah, I couldn't be prouder of that guy, man. And
Yeah.
hopefully one day I could follow in his footsteps, maybe play on the Party Animals or the Savannah Bananas one day. But just awesome to see that kid go.
Yeah, bro. I mean, to that person, stick to TikTok.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I guess he did, but I guess we could do
Yeah,
both, you know.
yeah. Um, well, is there any questions you got for me?
Yeah, man. How did you get started on this journey here on social media?
Honestly, for me, like kind of started like back in September 2020. I just like posted a video of like one of those like walk-up song type videos in
Hmm.
my backyard. And I took a little bit of a break. And I posted in November and I thought, hey man, there's a lot of creators blowing up right now and I love baseball. I mean, I've loved baseball ever since like 2017, 2016. That's when I really started having a passion for this game. And I mean, November 2020, I'm like, there's a lot of creators out there that are blowing up right now and just posting baseball content. And I want to try and be one of them one day. And I just kept posting. I mean, things weren't really going well for like those 3 months, but like March 11th, I'm really not going to forget that day. Like that's really when my account started to blow up. I think I got like 300 followers in that day. In the span of that week, I got like
Dang,
2,000, and it's been going from there, man.
that's awesome, man. It's always amazing when you get that viral hit, bro. You're just like, oh, sweet, like the hard work's starting to pay off, you know.
Yeah, especially when you grind for a little bit of time and things don't go your way. But that is this business. I mean, obviously, we know that as creators. I mean, you're going to have times where you struggle. You're going to have times where you feel on top of the world. That's just the
Yep.
algorithm, and that's just TikTok.
Exactly, bro. And it's crazy that you're figuring that out at such a young age too, because like it takes like it took a little bit for me to figure out like you could kind of get caught up in the views and the likes and like the hate and the love, like, but you really just got to keep staying on that mission. You're already doing podcasts at such a young age, man. You just got to keep it going, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you see me. I got like 2K on Instagram right now. I got like almost 40K on TikTok. One of my missions for my TikTok right now is I'm going to a Braves game Saturday and Sunday,
Hmm.
and my goal is to hit 40K at a Braves game. I'm at like 39.4 right now, so
Let's
that's
go.
my goals.
That's sick, man. And
Yeah,
yeah, just keep those goals and start thinking every single day on like how you could dive back into that goal and what you can do to keep on chipping away. And hey, maybe you could do you plan on doing some Braves TikToks at the game?
oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm always like trying to do TikToks when I'm at the games and stuff. That's one of
Sweet.
my favorite parts of like TikTok. Honestly, is like filming filming TikToks at baseball games. And one day for me, like I kind of want to do what Jackson Olsen did, like where he went to like a lot of MLB stadiums and like film content. I feel like that'd be an amazing experience for me.
Yeah, bro. And you definitely have the work ethic and then the creativeness too to make it happen. So you just got to keep on chipping away every single day, man.
Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna ask you this about MLB player. So growing up, like in the league that you watched growing up in Major League Baseball, and now, like, who are your favorite players, like from now and from like when you grew up?
That's a good question. Um, I'd say like the guy that's like always like stayed like one of my favorites is Joey Votto for sure, because like I have like a picture like in the other room on the wall of my man Joey Votto, and because he's always just been a very consistent like all-time great Red for the time I've been watching the Reds. And then another player too that I watched from the beginning was Bryce Harper. Ever since he was on that Sports Illustrated cover, my dad was like keeping tabs on him and he was like making sure I knew about him. Uh, and yeah, I always looked up to him because like he made public like his work ethic and like how hard he really worked to get to that point in his life in his career. And so I always just kept up with him. And now he's like a vet, man, and he's not even that like old. And so it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy just to see what he's done in this like short amount like of years, you know. But new players, I'm trying to think. I'd say Judge for sure is like one of like my favorite new guys. Um, Cody Bellinger definitely is like one of my favorites, even though he's a little inconsistent. But hey, man, you either love him or you hate him, right? Like I've
yeah,
like gone through that in my life, so I relate to the struggles. But that just makes the highs even better, you know. So he has some iconic home runs. I'm trying to think who else. Usually just some guys on the Reds. Hunter Green, he actually went to school like probably like 15 minutes away from me. He was in my graduating class.
oh wow.
So it was always awesome. Yeah, it was awesome, man, to watch him come up. And now he's on my favorite team. So it's like kind of cool. He went to Notre Dame High School, which is like right down the street pretty much, Sherman Oaks. But yeah, and he's like throwing a hundo too. So one day that would be awesome to get him on the vlog or like in a TikTok or something like that. Definitely bound to happen. I just got to keep on staying on the mission, staying on course while he does his thing, you know?
Yeah, definitely stay on that mission. And I mean, I'm sure he probably comes home to LA during the off season, so might have to be an off
Yeah,
season project.
that's what I'm saying, man. So just got to keep on raising my status as a whatever I am, social media, baseball guy, you know?
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, we could be on the same level.
yeah. The thing we really are though, honestly, bro, is baseball creators. Like that's what I consider myself.
Yeah, it's a good generalization, baseball creators. I
Yeah,
like to for my stuff I try and like also like kind of make sure I'm not like just baseball. I'm pretty baseball right now, but I'm also trying to like do a lot of fitness stuff as well. Because like I said, like I've always like that kind of is like what inspired me to start with like fitness YouTubers and a lot of baseball players are starting to get into fitness now, but I really want to keep pushing like how you need to take care of like your body and also your mind, and you'll be a better player on the field. Now people are starting to figure that out. Like O'Neal Cruz, like dude, it's like 118 miles per hour now because like he has probably a good lifting program. Uh, and yeah, he's also a genetic freak. But yeah, so people are figuring it out. But I always like want to keep on like always diversifying, like always like seeing what I can add to the game of baseball as well. You know.
yeah. I feel you, bro. I mean, you gotta lift, you gotta you gotta do weights because like that's what really sets you up, honestly. Like you gotta have that muscle if you want to play baseball.
Exactly, man. That's like what kind of always pick me up like when like say I didn't have like that good of a swing on the pitch or something like that. Like some of the balls that I would hit would still like because I was strong, like they would still kind of like jump off the bat and they maybe bleed in there for a base hit or be a double off the wall instead of like a fly out, you know. So I don't know. I feel like lifting like saved me in a lot of spots. So kind of want to always keep that with me.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you if you have like another question for me.
Yeah, man. So have you been a Braves fan your whole entire life?
I'm not gonna say my whole entire life, but ever since I like started getting into baseball in like 2017, like I went to a Braves fan, then I pretty much fell in love with Freddie Freeman and the rest of the Braves. So
Acuna.
Acuna, yeah, he didn't debut till 18. So, but yeah, I mean Acuna is one of the top favorites for me.
That's sick, man. Dude, during All Star weekend, we ended up going to this like hotel after party, and we just saw Acuna like in the lobby, like with his like group of friends, and we were just like,
Oh,
dude,
wow.
what's wrong with Acuna? Like what? Like he's playing in the home run derby tomorrow. Like, and then I went up to him, man. I was like, screw it, man. You don't see Acuna that often. Like,
No, you got to take advantage of that, bro. Like,
yeah. And then I went up to him. I was like, hey, bro, good luck in the home run derby tomorrow, man. And he's like, oh, thank you, puppy. And then just walked away. Like, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty surreal seeing like one of the best players in baseball just dap him up for a high five.
yeah, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'm not scared to go to players either. Like, if I see players, I'm like, just take this as an example. Oh, it's Freddie Freeman. Oh, Freddie Freeman's my favorite player. I got to
Yeah,
go up to him and like start a little conversation and be like, hey, what's up, Freddie?
that's
But
dope, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, because like a lot of people, they just get scared and they just don't do, like, but hey, stop thinking. You just gotta go for it, man, at some point. Obviously, read the situation for sure, but like,
yeah.
yeah, man, that's dope that you have that tenacity already.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm not sure if you've seen it, but on my TikTok, I have like interviews with Michael Harris, Spencer Strider.
Yeah, I've
Um,
seen some of those interviews. That's how you popped up on my For You page.
oh wow.
Yeah, bro. Freaking, I'm seeing it. So you just gotta keep on going, bro.
All right, bro. I mean, if people like you are seeing it, then that's definitely a huge step. Like,
Yeah, dude. Hey, all us baseball fans, we all get the same For You page pretty much. Like, at least in the baseball spot. Maybe some of us have some more random stuff, but
yeah. Yeah. A lot of my For You page, honestly, on TikTok is like fully baseball. So
yeah, I'll get some girls on there. I'll get some funny skits or something like that from some like LA creators, but mostly baseball as well for me.
yeah, I feel you, man. I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna sign out. Um, if you want to stay like on and we can just talk about whatever for a little bit, then feel free to. But one
Yeah.
more question I'm going to ask you. So literally just started talking to the fans back. To all you guys, I just started talking to the fans back. But one question I have yet to ask yet because I keep forgetting. So before I asked the creator or whoever came on to challenge someone to come on the podcast. But we're starting that back today with Steven. So
Hmm.
creator, baseball creator, or just literally anyone, like who would you challenge to come on the podcast?
Let's challenge my boy Dan Sarmiento, D Sarm. I think
All
that's a
right.
good I think I'll hop on.
I'll definitely hit him up, bro.
Yeah, bet, man.
All right, bro.
Well, it was awesome talking to you. It was awesome being on the pod, guys. Thank you for having me, Hayden. And yeah, looking forward to watching your journey, man.
Yeah, same to you.
For sure.
All right, hey nation. Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Valley